Hey guys, it's that state park girl. I wanted to create a series where I explore state parks and give a pretty good outline of what different state parks have to offer. I'm not sure if I'm the only person who is less than impressed by government websites. They are the worst. You want to know what a place is going to be like before you get there to get ideas of what kinds of things you can expect or what to do, and all you get is a few sentences about what they offer. Where are the pictures, state websites? Come on. Anyway, so every time I visit a state park, I'm going to try to throw together some slides and descriptions of what each state park has to offer and what types of things to expect. Now, these descriptions are by no means exhaustive of what everything each park has to offer. It's just a much better starting off point than those dull government sites. So, let's get started. We're kicking off this series with Rocky Neck State Park in East Lyme, Connecticut. Rocky Neck State Park offers a little bit of something for everyone. My husband and I camped here for 2 nights, and here are some of the camping highlights. There are sites specific to RVs, sites more for tents, and most sites would be fine for pop-up type campers. They also have a few cabins to rent out. The camp loop that has the most shade and trees is Osprey. That's the loop that we stayed in, and it was pretty nice. The rest of the loops, they do have trees, but they are much more of a field-like vibe. Camping, I would say, is average. The bathrooms were okay. They weren't the cleanest or the dirtiest I've ever seen. The showers were a bit annoying because they had a push button that you had to keep pushing in every couple of seconds. Another thing I thought was a little odd was there was no real camp store, and they didn't have a bunch of information like many of the state parks I've been to. I mean, most places have something for necessities, so I guess go to the nearest Walmart, which is what we did, which was about 7 minutes away. It wasn't too far. Quiet hours, sadly, were not at all enforced. We heard very loud music until after 11 p.m. Also, I did not note any type of playgrounds or swings for kids. I thought that was also odd. And then there was a trail that you can walk from the back of the campground. It wasn't in any of the loops. You have to just leave the loops and then go to the trail. That headed all the way to the beach area, so you can walk, run, or bike to that. But I have been mainly focusing on the rest of the park that everyone can access, not just the camping. So, on to the rest. Alright, so after the entrance in the park, it splits into 2 different sections, the beach and camping. Beach is basically your first left. There are some small trails, places for people to fish or crab. More notably, there are great areas for birding, so bring a good camera or a pair of binoculars. The parking lot is huge for the beach access, but you can only access the beach through 2 areas. There's like an east and a west wing. And these areas are basically tunnels that you go under the train tracks because there is an active train. It's not super noisy, but you will know that it's there every 10 minutes or so. We didn't hear this in the campground. It's not like a choo-choo train. It's more of like an urban one. The one tunnel is super cool because you can take a bridge that goes over a brook. So you're on a bridge under the tunnel that goes over a brook that runs into the ocean, and it's just a really cool area for pictures and watching birds and stuff like that. You can see crabs and this and that. And then, so that's probably the less popular entrance, the one with the brook, because it is at the far end of everything and it's further away from picnicking spots and the huge pavilion, which you will see in pictures later. And then there's a boardwalk that runs the length of the beach, and it's all the way in the back. And there are some pretty cool spots. You can peek out and see the beach as well as some awesome vegetation. There were a lot of flowers blooming when I was there. And this boardwalk goes all the way up to the grassy picnic area where you will find that huge pavilion at Rocky Neck State Park, which is also available for rent but is not accessible to the general public. There are some piers and jetties that go out if you like fishing or exploring, and some really great spots high on rock bluffs to get great views and pictures. So really this park was great for pictures and exploring, and it had a little bit of everything. So enjoy the pictures, and I hope this was helpful. Until we meet again. Bye.